I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey guys, hey fashion friends. Thank you for joining us for the Next in Fashion After Show. We just watched episode 5 and we're gonna break it down. I'm your host, Bethany Jean, style, beauty expert, and celebrity hairstylist. To my left, I have on the panel Lauren Mayo. She's a model, she's a seamstress, she's super fashiony. And we also have Ashley Foltz, who is a style expert for E! News and Access Hollywood. So, all right, girls, let's break it down. What did we think of this episode?
I love this episode, actually. I thought there were so many amazing looks. So it was all about lingerie, and I was really confused. Like, what are we going to see come down the runway? Are we just going to see bra and panties? Are they going to get
Especially
super
for men,
creative?
right?
Yeah. I was like, okay, boxers, cool. That's so
boxers and
fashiony.
briefs,
Like,
right?
what are we going to see? And they pulled it out. It was very entertaining, and they got super creative.
It was very entertaining.
Yes, it was very entertaining. Unlike last episode 4, I was so excited because I just felt like, okay, this is why I like the show again.
Yeah.
It was really exciting. I liked all the looks. Even if I didn't like them all, they all seemed like they were put a lot of thought in it.
Yes, totally.
And I appreciate that.
And did you guys like that this challenge, which we really loved this challenge, did you like that it was kind of a wash over last challenge? Did you like that this was like a repeat kind of chance for them to come back?
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know. I have mixed feelings because I actually thought Farai and Kiki should have gone home last episode, but then we started off with this dramatic beginning where they were like, so neither one of you are going home. We're going to go home and sleep on it. And it was such a cliffhanger the last episode, and it all summed it up.
Cried.
Yeah.
And then everyone cried.
I know. They were all so emotional, and some people were really angry and PO'd about what happened. I think that was Claire, right? She was just so mad about the whole situation because she thought Farai and Kiki should go home too. So I don't know. I guess I am glad. You know what? Give everybody a second chance. Why not? And then ultimately we saw who needed to go home regardless. The exact same person that we thought last episode. So
Right. Well, as far as the teams go, this was a much lighter-hearted episode in terms of teamwork. The only real attitude we saw was from Claire. Yeah, and boy, was she dishing it.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, don't bite the hand that feeds. Like, are you really being rude to the judges? Not that smart.
No.
Yeah. Watching her rip that fabric in anger just tore me up. I was like, that beautiful fabric.
I know.
Being destroyed. Use the scissors. I was so surprised she got so snippy with them, and
It was like seamstress, like business, personal.
Yeah.
Like business, personal.
But I was excited. I think it gave Adolfo a chance to have a voice and kind of step up. He seemed like he was more of the team lead because Claire was kind of in her her fuming,
Pouting.
her pouting mood. So at least we got to see more of Adolfo, and that's the first time I think he's ever given background to the judges when they go around. It's usually just Claire talking. So
And it was so sweet. I thought when he said, "This is where my sisters come in handy because I know she just needs a minute. She needs to breathe. She needs to have her second." And I was like, yes, you give her second. She's earned this. And I would be pissed if I were her too. Like, it was a really emotional roller coaster the last episode. But yeah, I thought it was also weird. Did you guys catch the comment where she said, bring in some good fabrics in here for us to work with? Yeah. And she was blaming her anger on that, which I thought was super misplaced. And it was really because she didn't think that Farai and Kiki should still be there, right?
I also thought, could you expand on that? What's wrong with your fabric?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, can the audience know what's the problem with the fabric if you're going to be ripping fabric up in anger and it looks misplaced anger.
That's
to
what I
us,
thought.
you know?
yeah, it was definitely misplaced. I think the fabric is beautiful, especially Farai and Kiki's fabric. Even though it didn't work out for them this time, I loved all the fabric they used was beautiful.
Yeah.
On both the models.
I really loved seeing Angel and Minju talking about their connection, and when she was saying when she backed down, she was like, well, I think this, and she's like, but I respect you. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're just the cutest humans. I love them so much. And I thought it was very cute and kind of indicative of their culture, how they are so much about honoring and respecting each other. And I was thinking, maybe some of these other teams could take a cue.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're so right. They're just so positive and uplifting. I love watching them because they're just so sweet and they just seem like they have great heads on their shoulders and they're going to go far in this business, which is amazing.
Right. And we also saw Farai and Kiki have a kind of a relational moment too. What did you guys think about that? I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was sweet. I think it's interesting too, just, you know, we say that it's an advantage for the teams to know each other before, but I think it's important to like realize how their relationship was, because I think Farai and Kiki, like we talked about last time, that mentor relationship kind of made it hard for Kiki to see Farai as an equal, whereas Angel and Minju, they met like on a business collaboration. I believe Minju was helping Angel with something. Yeah. So they kind of already came in as we're equals. Yeah. And I think that shows because they have this amazing respect for each other that then grew into love. Yeah. So I think that's why they communicate so well.
Agree.
Yes, I think so too. I think there's also a lot to consider with just the concept of like a lot of water under the bridge. Yeah. You know, with these old teams, someone might do something that's a trigger that has nothing to do with the show. It just was something that 10 years ago bothered them that the other person did or whatever. Yeah. What other teams are you guys enjoying their dynamics?
Well, Ashton and Marco, they're super cute.
They're a great team.
Yeah, and they have 18 years in friendship, but they also like let each other say, you know what, you know underwear or you know streetwear. They let each other shine, just like Angel
their
and
strengths.
Minju.
They know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and they play on that every single time. And they get along. They don't argue. They don't ever seem to get stressed out, which I find to be fascinating.
Are very calm.
Right?
Yes.
They're never rushed in the last minute. They're never thinking they're not going to get it done. They always come up with ideas right away, and they execute really well.
And it served them really well in this episode, as we saw. Yeah. So, okay, about the challenge, lingerie, I loved it. I think we all loved it. I was from a seamstress-minded person, and let me be clear, I'm not a seamstress. I wish I was a seamstress. I'm like a mender.
That counts as something. Yeah, give yourself some credit.
I'm someone that sketches things up and is like, I don't know how to do this. Let me mend this and try to make it different. Anyways, I really loved the concept of this because I was thinking about like, how do you make like an underwear bra? And I was thinking, so you must buy the cups pre-made in different sizes, right? And then you're like stitching them in to fit it. I just was like, oh, what an interesting thought. Yeah. You know, undergarments are very detailed.
Yeah, that's why I was so surprised Minju and Angel wanted to do the lace. I mean, she said, I've never worked with lace before.
I will say that
freaking out for her.
Even though it was a strikeout for them, let's be honest, I really loved their inspiration.
The color palette was amazing.
The Monet and the water lilies. It was like I could see it in my mind, but then it was actually executed. For starters, Monet and water lilies are extraordinarily feminine.
Right.
So how do you make that match your man and make him look like a man?
Yeah.
I mean,
But it wasn't only
tricky.
that. I had such high hopes for them. Obviously, they've done so well in every other challenge. And then to pick an inspiration like that and pull out all these beautiful lace fabrics, I could only dream of what they were going to create. And it could have gone so well. And then when we started seeing it, I was shocked. I could not believe that they ended up going with so much just fabric everywhere.
And you know, also, I hadn't really thought of this till right now, but it was interesting how detailed and structured and form-fitting and slim the man's was, and then the girls was just like drapey lace thrown on it.
Yeah. And I think
it was like, that was really bizarre, kind of. And why did he need a shirt?
That's what I was gonna say. When you just said how could we have done water lilies but made it masculine? I think him not having a shirt would have been made it masculine.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's
and
small
maybe no
detail.
lace.
Yeah.
Like I liked the idea of trying to do lace for men just to keep it cohesive and kind of gender fluid and like, oh, like men can wear beautiful things too. But at the end of the day, lace is like the epitome of femininity.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Well, I think Carly and Daniel did it really well, though. Like, I love their men's look.
That's true.
The camisole. I would have never seen a man wearing a camisole.
Yeah.
It looked great. They had one of my favorite men's looks.
I was also thinking, to me, kind of the more masculine alternative to lace is fishnet. And I was just surprised we didn't see
anybody
like fishnet for the men, which could also be feminine too, but it has more of like a rock and roll vibe, which is just probably my thing in general. But
still.
That's an
like,
interesting
why are
thought. I
we
never
using
would have thought of
meshes
that.
instead of laces.
Yeah,
For the
no
men.
one did use mesh. You're right. That's so funny.
Like we could have had the same colors. There could have been a total cohesive theme. Just like, do they need a rosy floral like chantilly?
Yeah, not for guys.
Yeah, detail.
Yeah, let Claire tell it. Maybe they didn't have that available. She said get better fabrics in, so maybe it wasn't there.
She's like, this mesh would have ripped better.
I thought you were so right, Lauren, though. I have to say, I was, like I said, skeptical from the beginning because what are you going to do for a menswear lingerie look? And I was kind of surprised that they had them do both male and female. But then when Carly and Daniel's guy walked out in the blue satin sort of set, I thought it was amazing. And it looked so good on him.
I loved that blue.
To be honest, I don't remember the girls.
I don't either.
It was just black, basic lingerie.
he stole
In
the show.
fact, I said something rude about it. I was kind of like, I mean, you could get that at Marshall's. Like, why
Oh,
is this
yes,
cutting
that's
edge
right.
That
like
was
fashion? I mean,
Right,
this is just
right.
basic kind of black lingerie.
And I
Nothing
did
against
agree
it.
with Elizabeth Stewart saying if they added like baby blue,
Yeah.
like that would have made
A
all the
detail.
difference.
True.
Yeah.
Especially when you think of a lot of really traditional like teddies and things,
Yeah.
and they have the satin underlay, the lace over it. Like they could have done peekaboos of the blue really simply, but whatever.
Still loved it.
But I loved the blue. That
Me too.
blue. It was almost like a periwinkle. Something
Yeah.
between like a denim and a periwinkle, but really rich in color.
Which
loved
I
it.
would have never thought for a guy, right?
Yeah.
Am I the only? I was like, this is an old school satin women's PJ set that they made for a man. The shorts were long enough. They were cool enough. I feel like my husband possibly would wear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband probably would.
Put a t-shirt underneath it too. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty
Right.
cool.
Ryan pushes boundaries,
Cozy.
though.
Okay. Gender benders.
Yeah.
I love it.
My husband's not a cross-dresser for the record, but he did come home recently with a kind of slouchy, oversized Zara men's like Aztec black and white sweater.
Wow.
And he was like trying to wear it with all sorts of things. And I was like, babe, you're really pushing this, but like it's just Palm Springs in the summer. Like just hold off. We'll wear it in Palm Springs with your huaraches in the summer. Anyways,
I love it.
what other looks did you like?
I really liked the geisha man look from Farai and Kiki.
Yeah.
I liked it. Honestly, I liked the woman's too. I
did
I
too.
said, I know y'all heard me say she needs underwire.
Right.
I knew they were going to hate.
Yeah,
Like,
you called that.
but Kiki always wants to be free, which is great, but you keep getting that note. So.
By the way, though, I feel like that could have gone in either direction. They could have seen too much underwear and been like, women,
Fair.
this is the new age. Like, you should be comfortable and
That's
feeling
fair.
sexy and not having to force your boobs into some shape they don't exist in.
Yeah.
So, in all fairness, I don't feel like them choosing to go without underwire was like skipping a beat.
I have to agree.
I kind of feel like it was kind of time sensitive and like, yeah, let her not have underwire.
I agree. I think that was Kiki's mindset. I think where it really fell flat were the shorts.
Oh yeah, the shorts were really ill-fitting and just they were like riding up basically in her crotch, which was not cute, and it was just such a plain short. Anyways, there was nothing new or innovative or cool about it. You know,
My problem with it was there was no connection.
that's true.
Like, why didn't some of the fabric from the short continue up into the top? It was almost like an evening attire top.
Yeah.
Like this super embellished
And the
beaded-
jacket too.
cute.
Yeah, like an
They did
armor.
a full-on beaded
Yes.
jacket over
like
it.
Her
And you're like,
top
wait,
is
what?
like a holiday party.
Yeah.
And then her bottom is literally just satin shorts.
Yeah.
And there was no color connection. And I got that her shorts matched his getup. But what was it with this? It was beautiful, but
Right.
it just didn't have the same flow I would have liked it to have had.
Yeah,
you know?
I have to say too, just on the note for the underwire, I was feeling at the end when they were calling her out and Adriana Lima said they wanted it to be pushed up and they felt like the boobs weren't supported enough. I was kind of mad at that note because like you guys are saying, this is an interpretation of loungewear after all, lingerie, like you're lounging around the house in something that's sort of beautifully aesthetic. Why do we need underwires? We are too modern for this, right? I mean, why do we
know.
all need our boobs up in our face when we're laying around at home and watching Netflix and chilling?
It's also kind of the same concept of just body positivity in general. So it's like, okay, we're finally smart enough to realize that like, oh, plus size models are beautiful too. Like
Yeah.
women come in all shapes and sizes and they're
Yeah.
beautiful. Well, guess what? so do boobs.
Yes.
They come in all shapes and sizes, and they don't have to look like bolt-on implants to be sexy.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, too. Tan was like, yeah, one jump, and they're going everywhere. But I'm like, where is she going to be jumping if she's in the house? I mean, if she's, the person's going to love her if they're seeing it, hopefully. So I don't know. I just don't. They're acting like you would really be wearing this out, like you said. It's just for in the house or for private time.
Right. I always think of lingerie more for like hotels and like special occasions and things. Not like I'm feeding a toddler oatmeal like my push-up. You know what I mean? It's not really as everyday as you think, but it also doesn't need to be a runway moment.
That's true.
You know, it should be really, in theory, about women feeling sexy and beautiful and about intimate moments.
Yep.
Right? So, anyway. Okay, so I really loved in Farai and Kiki's, I was obsessed with the fabric.
Yeah,
you know, this
it was
like
pretty.
Pastel pearlescent. Were you guys obsessed with it?
Yeah, I love the man's look, like everything about it. The kimono look, like I could see a man wearing that.
Those pants with the folding over, they kind of were, I don't know, they felt a little Aladdin-y to me in a good way.
Yeah.
But they also kind of evoked this memory of the hammer pants era.
That's what I kind of thought from it.
Pockets.
Yeah.
Shout out to my friend Ashley who had pants like that on yesterday. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was just talking about these pants. And no one knew what I was talking about.
But didn't you guys kind of think, for me, the fabric looked almost a little bit like wrinkled, and the way that they could have cut it and constructed it could have been a little bit better, especially the robe for the guy. While I liked it, I thought it was missing something. I thought it could have been belted. It could have been a little bit more... Right?
I think a belt actually would have been great.
Wouldn't that have been cool? Yeah. Like an actual men's robe. Like, do we have to be so out there and so fashion forward that we're too cool for like the robe that is the most comfortable style of robe? You know?
Yeah. I mean, it works for Hef.
That's true.
It worked for all men. Well, to move things along, do we have a message of thanks for our listeners?
We love you guys. We're so thankful that you tune in weekly, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe to our channel. We love chatting with you. We love hearing what you guys think about the show too. So tell us all your thoughts. And if you're listening on audio, make sure to rate us. That really helps support us, and we love doing what we're doing. So we're going to keep doing it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes, thanks guys. We love it. We love talking fashion with you. Okay, so on to the winner and the losers. So let's start with the loser. So Farai and Kiki went home, which I think just we can skip it. Unanimously, it was just time, right? Like you can only be up for that election so many times before you're going to get voted in or out.
I do have one note I was going to say, and I feel like you might be saying the same thing. I honestly thought that Angel and Minju's was the worst look. But we cannot send them home when once again Farai and Kiki are in the bottom two after they've been there 3 or 4 times now. It's getting a little bit ridiculous, and Angel and Minju, it would not be right to send them home based off of this one messed up look. Because every other look is fab.
I honestly think it was really smart the way they chose the losers.
Yes.
Because no one would have sent them home, and they just knew it was Farai and Kiki's time. So it was like, pick the golden children to be up against, because naturally they're going to go home and no one can argue with that.
Yeah.
Not to be a conspiracy theorist, but just saying. Okay, so on to the winner. We have Ashton and Marco. We all loved this look.
Obsessed.
Yeah. What'd you guys think about it?
Oh, actually, I wanted to ask a question really quick about Farai and Kiki. If you guys think it's worse for them to go home this episode and be in the bottom like 4 times, or if they would have went home last, because I think it's even worse. That's what I was gonna say. I think that's even worse though. Like I'd rather have just went home.
Now they've
before.
lost 4.
Yeah, like 4. They've been in the bottom. For 4 different.
I shouldn't say lost, but you know what I mean.
Or challenges.
Bottom 2.
I'm like, I think I might have wanted to go home before, but now you know for sure.
I was gonna say, now you have peace of mind. You tried. You did everything you could. You had one more chance. You were given so many chances, and you still couldn't pull it off. So I feel like it's actual closure now.
Yeah.
There is no question. There's no close call that you maybe feel like you're gypped. It is done.
And also, they probably felt a little beat up at that point.
Yeah.
They're probably like, okay.
We're ready.
She's like, I have a 10-month-old baby at home. I'm going home.
Just like, I'm going to call it a day now.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so we all loved the winning look. I think we all wanted that look to win.
Yeah.
Also, the lighting is awful. We would just like to announce we couldn't even see half of these looks because they were black and like super black
Angelo and Charles look, I still like. I'm like, what?
No.
I don't even know the details. And same with Claire and Adolfo, right?
And the
we couldn't really see a lot.
I'm like, I'm at a Motley Crue concert. I'm like, I can't even see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to know who you guys thought should wear this look. So special segment time.
Yay!
Yes, time for our special segment where we name that look and we choose a celebrity or style icon that we think would best rock this look. So, who do you have, Ashley?
My pick for this look was Miley Cyrus. I feel like she could totally rock this. We always see her with her fit body and a swimsuit. She looks amazing. And in this sort of bondage, bright bathing suit type of situation, I feel like would look amazing on her. She's lounging around the house in this, and she's going to look sick.
I think that's a great pick.
Great one.
Yeah.
What about you, Lauren?
I chose one for the men and I chose one for the women. Can I get my man first? For the man, I chose Billy Porter.
Oh, I love.
Okay.
I want to show you guys the picture I sent her because it was super cute, but it's his look that he just did at the Grammys.
Oh, it was?
Like,
I
today.
didn't
So it's
see
super
it.
cute.
Oh, it is. Oh, my
But
gosh,
we
amazing.
we all know he can do anything. And for the lady, I chose Erica Jane from Real Housewives.
So smart.
Yeah.
I just could see her wearing this on stage. I know she had a show in Vegas, so I could just see her like on stage.
That's
with
cute.
this.
Yeah.
I like
or
that.
in the house with her man.
That looks amazing. The bondage is kind of the same sort
Yeah,
of theme for her. She loves that kind of look.
Yeah.
So for those are great picks. So for mine, I chose Beyonce. I just
Love.
that body, those colors. She does color blocking really well. Here's a picture of her in just an outfit. It's like the same concept, just street attire appropriate, like, a little more covered up. And I was actually thinking about the men because this is one of the few men looks that I could actually see men in.
Yeah.
And I know it was kind of bondage-esque, so I'm not really referring to that aspect of it as much as just the color blocking, which really took me back. My first thought was like George Michael in the Wham days.
Oh,
Couldn't you see him back in
interesting.
like those days wearing these color blockings? But this style isn't as modern and like forward thinking as we think. This was a huge trend in late 80s, early 90s, more early 90s. Oh, yeah.
I was
thinking of like Belle Biv DeVoe videos. This is like what the music video girls were wearing. It's like these neon black trim color block, kind of mix match the body glove era.
Okay, I do know body glove. Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
For sure.
The biker shorts and the bralettes that were like color blocked and neons and stuff. I was like, oh, this is very reminiscent of.
Yeah.
I love.
It was such a clear winner. This was a good
So
one.
Yeah,
cool.
it was
I
a
loved
clear
it.
winner,
It
I
was
thought.
bright but tasteful at the same time, and that's what I loved about it. It
There's your
wasn't
boy.
too cheesy. Oh, there's
Looking
Billy
good.
Porter.
Like, couldn't you not see him in
Yeah,
that with
love
the
it.
muscle? Like,
Yeah.
I was also thinking, I thought it would have been a really cool detail. I know that, like, diametrically, I don't know if it would have worked out, but I thought it would have been a really cool detail if the men's kind of muzzle actually had a feature that turned around and became a hoodie.
Oh, that would be sick.
Wouldn't that have
If
been
it was
cool?
super stretchy enough to just be able to stretch on over.
Yeah, because I felt like
would
it
be
could have made it a
awesome.
little bit more like resort beachy. Because it
Yeah,
looked like swimwear.
a little bit more wearable. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not everyone wants to wear a muzzle. But hoodies are popular amongst everyone.
they're
Love it.
All right, girls. Thank you so much for joining me. This was so fun to talk
I
about.
love it. So fun.
Where can we all find you?
Hey guys, you can find me, Ashley Foltz, on Instagram.
Hey guys, you can find me at Lauren Out Loud on Instagram.
Hey guys, you can find me, Bethany Jean, at Bethany Jean Official on Instagram. Come find us.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Bye guys.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.